Hello, family, friends, and neighbors. Sunday, the 23rd of November, is the promised upload of the fifth commandment. And we're going to read that first from the Torah. Honor your father and your mother, so that your days will be lengthened upon the land that Hashem, your God, gives you. That is Exodus chapter 20, verse 12, shortened often to honor your father and your mother. Let's see what the rabbinical sages say. And remember that the sages, some of them wrote their opinions back in the Middle Ages, and they're still studied by many rabbis today and students of the Torah. I find them enlightening. So, the fifth commandment, honoring parents. The 10 Commandments are inscribed on 2 tablets, 5 on each. The first tablet contains laws regarding man's relationship with God, while the second refers to relationships among people. This casts a revealing light on the significance God attaches to the honor he wants us to show parents. For this commandment was included among those that refer to the honor and reverence that are due to God himself. So they're on this commandment is on the God side of the tablets. And respect for parents is a cornerstone of faith in the entire Torah. For our tradition, meaning the Hebrew Jewish tradition, is based on the chain from Abraham and Sinai, a chain in which links our successive generations of parents and children. Thus, the fifth commandment is the guarantor of the previous 4. Also, where it says the commandment comes with a promise: honor your father and your mother, so that your days will be lengthened upon the land that Hashem, your God, gives you. So it's a line of genetic succession, but it is not irrelevant to Christians. Not at all. We still obey the 10 Commandments. Jesus obeyed the 10 Commandments. He didn't break a single one. And I find this very enlightening, even though this commentary could be easily 1,000 years old. It applies to today. So now let's look at the English Standard Version, which is a Christian Bible. It will say much the same thing as the Torah. They do all say the same thing. We get different commentary, however, from the different versions. So again, Exodus 20, verse 12. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. And the ESV Study Bible assembled a group of biblical scholars. Some are rabbis, some were Catholic priests, some were Orthodox priests, others were Baptist biblical scholars, Methodist, all the mainstream Protestant denominations. And their commentary on this is: the word honor means to treat someone with the proper respect due to the person and their role with regard to parents. This means 1, treating them with deference; 2, providing for them and looking after them in their old age. For this sense of honor, see Proverbs chapter 3, verse 9. Both Jesus and Paul underline the importance of this command. This is the only one of the 10 commandments with a specific promise attached to it, that your days may be long, meaning not just a long life, but one that is filled with God's presence and favor. So this commandment and reading the commentary could evoke a visceral response from some persons, since they may feel that their parents don't deserve much respect or didn't keep many of the commandments themselves or were downright abusive. God is aware of who our parents are. He made each and every one of us. And as Jesus told us, not a bird falls from the sky without God knowing about it. So how do you then pay reverence or honor a parent that has hurt you in the past, numerous times even? Obviously, we're all human and we all make mistakes. And I think that as a kid growing up and raising my own kids, my own children, I'm able to look back on that and see where their humanity was. But in the case of abuse, where it's very hard, I think that honoring father and mother is by breaking that chain, that cycle that may have gone on for generations of perhaps alcoholism, drug abuse, anger management issues. There's a lot of psychological categories that people can fall into, and I am not at all qualified to speak to that. I can, however, and do, however, want to say that we can be people of integrity. We can obey God's commands. And by taking responsibility for our parents, even if at a distance, we are honoring them, because you've become a good person. There can be no greater honor to a parent that their child is a person of integrity. They're grown offspring. There's probably so many variations of how people feel about this commandment or what they should do about it. But I still believe that it is a command from God, written in stone by the finger of God. And as with any and all the other commandments, including keeping the Sabbath holy, we must strive to follow it. So think about how you can bring honor to your mother and father, whether they're here or not. After they've passed on, we're not relieved of honoring them. It doesn't end there. We have to continue to honor them with our lives. And in doing that, we're honoring God. That's all I have to say on this commandment. If there's any really good teachings on it, I'll link them in the description box or in the comments. And the next upload would then be the following Wednesday after the 23rd. And that's going to be on the 6th commandment, which will be on the human side, on how we treat other people. And that, I think the first one of those is thou shalt not commit murder. That's the one we all think that we're reasonably safe in keeping, or that we at least didn't break that one. But let's find out what it really means. I find the Bible is always way deeper than just the word on the page. Thank you.